So I am really excited. I just took some pictures and had my little excited moment. We came in last night and we sprayed the plants down with the soapy spray. Still working on getting these spider mites under control. We have to help our plant babies to grow and thrive. So um, I recruited the help of the family. We all took a row. Some of us took 2 rows. Sprayed down real good, which just meant this morning I had to get out here before the sun got too high and rinse everything off. I really don't like doing it. I'll show you why later. Um, but it's a necessary evil right now. So since I'm having to do this, I'll have to watch the plants very closely to make sure they're not developing like any type of fungus or anything on the leaves as a result of them being wet. And these funguses are like, they kind of travel through the air, and some are in the soil too. But this is what I want to show you. We are getting eggplants. Look at that. Beautiful. And there's several plants that have them. They're all these I'm just checking and making sure there's no spider mites on the, oh, there's, is that some? Oh, that's dirt. Yeah, okay, so yeah, there's some peppers also. These really snuck up on me because they're fairly good size too. See there? Yeah, now as far as the variety, I would have to get down onto the ground and look and find the label that's appropriate to tell me what it is. That could be Aurora. I'm not sure. All right, and then there's more down here. Let's see. Yep, right here. There's some. And this plant has got several that are coming on. And so I'm really excited about that. Now, that excitement is real because I don't think we've ever had, I know, eggplants this early. But that's also our first time planting this variety. Orient Express, I believe, is the name of it. So it could be that this one will go ahead and start producing for us, and then our more, what's the word I'm looking for? It could be that this one here will go ahead and start producing for us, and then our varieties that take a bit longer to develop will go ahead and be producing for us. But in the meantime, we'll have these, and so that's good. That worked out really well for me. Couldn't have planned it better, even if it was an accident. So we have yet to get our tomatillo pepper row staked yet, and that's not good because they're falling all over the place. And the really bad thing about it, and having to spray them is not so bad, but having to rinse them the next day usually causes what looks like a hurricane. You see that? It looks like complete devastation over there. Because these are in the high tunnel, and they have been since for a while, they've not been exposed to the heavy winds, the heavy downpours that they would have gotten had they been in the field areas. And so as a result of that, when you hit them with a spray of water, even though I have it on a lighter mist setting on the hose, that's what happens. Yeah. So usually by the next day, by the end of the day, when we're coming to spray again, most of them will have perked back up as the water dries up off of their leaves. They'll kind of lean back up, but it's right back to this situation again the next day. I've been trying to make the time to get out here and get them staked, but there's been so much going on I'm hoping that today or tomorrow to finally get that done. Get those posts in the ground. We'll probably do at least 3 or 4, and then get the string on them. I was initially going to do cattle panel on them, but because I didn't get it done early enough, right now there's no way to get the cattle panel in without really risking damaging those plants even more. So they've been traumatized enough. I'm going to leave them alone. So that's what's going on in the high tunnel right now. Oh, right back here where you see the yellow line at on that post there, that's where our peas were. They're being pulled this week, and I may just let that spot sit for a little bit. I'm not sure. I gotta look at my notes and see if I had anything planned to go there. If not, we'll just put weed barrier down and let it sit. All right, well, as you can see, the sun is getting high. It's getting high. I gotta get out of here before it gets too hot. Yep, that's that sun. I'll go ahead and get everything else watered in the field areas, and I will be ready for breakfast. You guys have a fantastic day. Catch you next time. Okay. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Now, yesterday I showed you guys the eggplants and peppers that we're putting on, and that particular day I didn't really have time to individually hand pollinate the flowers of the tomatoes here. So when it's like that, and I'm rushing or get in here when it's too hot for me, what I'll do is I'll grab the trellis here and just shake. And I've had to do that several mornings because of pain, not being able to get out of bed and bending and things like that. So it's nice. I just do it at each panel, at each segment, and it takes like a minute or less, and I'm done. And I figure that is better than nothing at all. So the last 2 days, maybe 3, I've had to do it that way because of life. So I haven't been up close and personal on the tomatoes. Well, today I had a little bit more time, and I decided to just kind of do each individual flower. And this is what I do basically: is I take my finger, gotta get another toothbrush, but for now I'm taking my finger and I'm just thumping the flower here, just thumping, just like that, or vibrating, and that's it. And I do that at each flower segment. Like here, I would do the same thing, just thump thump. Okay, so today as I was shaking the peppers with the peppers and the eggplant, I'm simply, let me get you back out here, grabbing the plant, the stem, a thick part of the stem, and give it a good shake like that. That's what I've been doing for the eggplant. And there's a few dirt daubers that are in here helping me as well, so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, I gotta find out what's eating this. Pretty sure it's potato beetles, but I can't seem to catch them. And maybe a worm. It's a bunch of poop. I gotta find it. The hunt is on. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So this segment down here on the far end of the high tunnel is our paste tomatoes, okay? And then it goes from paste tomatoes to beefsteak to grape, and then cherry tomatoes is how the flow goes. So along here, there are none. And I've noticed also that the flowers are not as abundant on this end as well. So what I'm probably going to do is dilute some bone meal and give them a treatment so we can get some more flowers. Okay, so this is our segment here for our paste tomatoes, and all this here, paste tomatoes. From there to here, paste tomatoes. Then here starts our beefsteaks, watermelon beefsteak and standard beefsteak. I understand these take a little bit longer, so I'm actually, even though I am pollinating the flowers, I'm not actually expecting to see anything. But I did find a tomato in here, Gosh, I should have flagged that thing or something. Everything is so green, which is a good thing. But we have one beefsteak tomato in here somewhere, which is like super exciting. It validates all the hard work and sweat to see some progress in here. Despite, like I said, the issue with the pollinators that we have. Where is that tomato? I wanted to show you guys. Ah, there it is. Okay. Let's see. There it is. There it is. See it? It's so cute. So I can't tell if this is a watermelon beefsteak or a regular beefsteak, but I can look back at my notes and count tomato plants and figure that out. We have a beefsteak tomato, guys. We have a beefsteak tomato for the first time. So I hope that one does make it. I didn't know that they grew on clusters like that. With them being large tomatoes, I imagine a lot of support is needed, but hit me up, let me know. This is our first time growing beefsteak, so I don't know if that's going to have enough support or not, but I'll keep monitoring it. Like, it's going to see my face more than it wants. What really drew me over here, and then literally I was over there by the cucumbers, and I just glanced over and I spotted multiple tomatoes. What's really doing well, all of a sudden, out of the blue, and I gotta look back in my notes and see what variety this is. They don't do good. They're almost all died. So I'm gonna pull them, replace them with something else. Yeah, so we got a lot of tomatoes down here with our cherry tomatoes. These are going to be our pink Bumblebee tomatoes. Oops, let me go the other way. There we go. These are going to be our pink Bumblebee tomatoes, our green zebra. What was that other cluster at? I just saw there's another there. There's another few right there. Awesome to see these. More here. I know so many farmers are already, and gardeners, all of you are already getting tomatoes and have had them, maybe even harvesting by now, for our zone. And I'm so happy for you guys. That was supposed to be me this year, but the bees had a different plan, and you know, that's okay. Learning a little bit more about self-sufficiency along the way. So, you know, we can't do it without the bees. Like, we can't. So I will continue to plant pollinator species to encourage them to come up the hill to the high tunnel. But also there are other species that help to pollinate. We were just researching the other day, a crew of ours, a group of us, I say a crew, but a group of us was talking about how, what in the world is the goal of a mosquito? Like, why did God put it on this earth? And we researched. It's a pollinator. And trust me, as much as I get tore up in this high tunnel, I know they're in here pollinating as well, even though I can't see them as readily. So yeah, that is happened today. That is great news for us. More here. I think this is the Sweet Million here. I think that might be the biggest one we have right there so far. Yeah, I think this is the Sweet Million. They are so pretty. So pretty, so pretty. I'm in awe. I was walking down the aisle of tomatoes here, just praying and thanking God. Thank you so much for giving me the insight and the wisdom to figure out how to do this. And thank you for blessing it. Like, it's amazing. So, that is my joy for the day. Like, that is my joy. And I wanted to share that with you guys because I know we could all use a little joy in our lives from day to day. Focus on the positive. That's my positive, and I hope it helps you have a good day.